Hi friends, hi YouTube. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikki. I love fun, bright, colorful makeup. I love indie makeup and I love color stories that don't necessarily go together. And I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't already, but if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I enjoyed our small bonus time together, whatever that may mean. If you leave, you leave. It sucks, but you know, you ain't gonna find better than me. So there's that. Today is my favorite day of the week. It is Mish Mash Monday. It's where I pick two palettes, we run and over generate some shades, and we make a look with them. Today's palettes are the Frosty X Colourpop palette and the Harvest of Souls palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. I ended up creating this cool look right here. I did some like liner bits here. I love it. So if you want to do a little palette bingo, you know, see how I created this look, then let's get into it. Welcome to Mish Mash Monday. Mish Mash Monday is where I take two random palettes from my collection. I try to pick ones where the color stories don't necessarily go together. And then I random number generate 3 shades out of each, and then I make a look with the shades that I got. Today's palettes that I chose are the Colourpop X Frosty the Snowman, which looks like this, and then the Fantasy Cosmetica Harvest of Souls, which looks like this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I really do adore both of these palettes a whole hell of a lot, so I'm excited to see what shades I end up getting in here. So the Frosty palette has 15 shades. So I gotta do this really quick. My iPad's at 1%. 6 is that shade right there called Always Very Merry. Next, 1 is that shade right there called Happy Birthday. And last but not least for this palette, 5 is that shade right there called Thermometer. There is 16 shades in the Harvest of Souls palette. So 11 is that shade right there called Obsession. Next, 1 is that shade right there called Ambition. And last but not least, 6 is that shade right there called Sacrifice. So this is the color story. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. It's cool. I really do like it. I think this is going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. So this side right here is the Colourpop one, the Frosty one, and then this side is the Harvest of Souls. So right here is Always Very Merry, Happy Birthday, Thermometer, Obsession, Ambition, and then Sacrifice. I think, like I said, this is just gonna be a whole hell of a lot of fun. It's so cool. I like the tones. I live for doing Mish Mash Mondays. They're just a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. As always, all the products that I use and are mentioned in this video will be linked down below. They're not affiliate links. These links are just for you guys, just if you see something that I use in this video or that I have on my face and I haven't mentioned, it's down below. So, you know, if you guys want it or not. To start with, I'm going to prime my eyes with the REM Beauty Sweetener Concealer in Fair 2N and then set it with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Translucent Powder. Let me scooch you in. So my game plan with this is like I want to use like the pinks, like the maroonish, like whatever, these tones right here, up in here maybe, and then use like this and here, use like that in here, or maybe even put like that in here. I don't know, something along those lines. Maybe use like that mixed with like that down here. I don't really fully know. We'll just see what ends up happening on my face, because that's usually what ends up happening. Sometimes I have game plans, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just end up putting it on my face and just being like, oh yeah, that's what we did. I think I'm going to start with that Always Very Merry shade right there. And I'm going to take that on my Unearthly UC85. I love Unearthly's brushes. I recommend them just a whole hell of a lot. But I'm going to start by taking it into the crease right here. It's taking it into this area and swishing it upwards, blending it out, all that good stuff. But yeah, just taking it here, blending it up. I'm just adding a little bit more in here just so I do get that color pigment payoff, because I do like my eyeshadows to pop. I'm not a muted tone girly. I am a up front and in your face type eyeshadow girly. So now that I have that there, I think I'm going to go in with that Sacrifice shade now from the Harvest of Souls palette. We're still going to go in with that same Unearthly brush just because, you know, it's doing what it needs to do. And we're just going to plop that a little bit lower below it and blend it up into that Always Very Merry shade. But then I am going to pack this in here more because I do love this Sacrifice shade. It's such a gorgeous color. I love a good burgundy. But yeah, just taking it in here and blending it upwards a little bit. So now that I have that going on, I'm still going to go in with that same brush, that same shade, and I'm just going to be taking it right here and stamping it in because I want this color pigment. I want this color really bad. So I'm just going to be taking it along up in here, just stamping it in. Like, that's just, it's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. Once I have it like that, it is really messy. That's just kind of happens with all of my looks because I'm messy. It is what it is. I think I'm going to switch back over to the Frosty palette. I'm going to go in with that Thermometer shade right there. For right now, we're going to switch to my Refer 13 and just blend up here. Just add it and blend it out a little bit. Maybe mixing it with a little bit of that Always Very Merry. And then going back in with that Unearthly one and just taking whatever's on that brush and just blending it upwards a little bit. Just making sure we have some seamless cohesiveness going on here. Now that I have that, it's looking bomb. I'm thinking I really want to put this Obsession shade in here because I feel like that would just be a vibe. So I think I'm going to go in with just like, yeah, we're going to just start with this. We're just going to start by going in with Obsession. We're going to figure everything else out later. So we're going to go in with that on my Refer 21. This is my go-to shimmer brush. I love it so much. And then I'm going to take it in here. Oh, I haven't sprayed it at all. Like, this is just, it's doing its own freaking thing. Taking it and dragging it up that way. Just, you guys, this is my first palette from Fantasy Cosmetica and I adore it so freaking much. It's just so good. It is just so good. Their shimmers are freaking insane. Okay, so I am going to go back in with that Unearthly UC85. Just a little bit of Sacrifice, just a little bit. And just make sure that I have just that little bit of a line outside that Obsession shade. Just because I like how that looks, okay? That's just because how is this going to have to be? But going in with a little bit more Obsession, just because I do want it to pop. I don't feel like I need to spray it, okay? I honestly don't feel like I need to spray it. It's taking it that way a little bit. Oh, you guys, it's just such a gorgeous freaking shade. It's just, okay. So all we have left to play with is that and that. I'm thinking we can maybe put that in there and then cover it with a little bit of that. I feel like that could be a vibe. I feel like it could be a vibe. We'll try it. If it doesn't look good, then, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to go in with that Ambition shade from the Harvest of Souls. I'm going to go in with my Refer 02. We're not going to take a lot just because I don't know how it's gonna look. But we're just gonna take it and we're just gonna plop it into that little open spot right there. Taking it, sort of blending it in here. I think that looks cool though. I think that looks really, I like it. But yeah, just taking it and sort of blending that sacrifice shade over here. Because like, I think that is cool. So I'm going to switch back to that, Refer 21 after I've cleaned it off just, you know, a little bit. And we're gonna go in with that Happy Birthday shade now from the Frosty palette. Again, just taking it and plopping it over. This is giving Wicked. It's giving Wizard of Oz. It's giving Yellow Brick Road. Just taking that Happy Birthday shade, just taking it all over that and kind of just jigging it this way. I have not sprayed the brush because I do want it to be like a little light and dainty-esque type vibe. I don't need like the full impact. I just need like a little something, you know, a little topper, if you may. Oh, like, I really like that. That's super pretty. I'm trying to think. I just got these last night. I went on a shopping trip with my bestie and spent way too much money in the makeup section at Walmart. But I got these. These are almost like, she was like, it's Wicked. It is Wicked. But I have these. I have a couple up here. I was thinking maybe even like that's not white, that's brow. But like maybe like a white in here. I'm kind of vibing with like putting like a green in here too. You know, like something. But I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. We will see what I end up doing. I probably will end up putting like a black liner like right here. I don't have any gems left because I feel like the gems that I had would look really good. I might see if I have some, but I'm going to stop blabbing. I'm going to go do my face. I'll come back for lip highlight, blush details. We will go over what I end up putting in the waterline, if I do some liner, all that good stuff, and then we will do the under eye. I feel oh so glowy and I'm loving it. Okay, let's go over some details. I did not end up putting anything in here yet. I was going to see what I end up doing with the under eye and then going from there and seeing what I feel like doing. But I did go in with a couple liner things clearly. I'm loving it. It's giving Glinda and Elfie. It's giving Wicked. I love it. So I went in with this Sinful Echoes liner in Cypress. I think that's how you say it. Either way. I've been loving this brand. I will have this linked up below. And then I went in with this Unearthly Cosmetics Immortal Liquid Liner in Tears. This was from, I think, this year's Valentine's Day box. That feels like 500 bajillion years ago, let's be quite perfectly honest. This has been a long year. But yeah, I used that for that. I just think that looks super cool. I think it's a vibe. For blush, I went in with the Blend Bunny Juicy Cheeks palette. I went in with this shade right here called Ripe. I really love it. I think it really pulled the purple in. I do wish that the purple was like, it didn't like oxidize in a sense, because it always ends up going on more pink than purple, and I want like a potent purple blush. Okay, like I want to look like a clown. That's kind of the goal. And then I went in with the Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette. I don't give a shit if this is still gone. I have 3 of these. I love them that much. So I went in with 2 shades. I went in with Transient and Far Out, the green and the purple, because, you know, it's up here. I think it just kind of like pulled everything together. I really like it. I threw it all over my whole face because why not? Now let's move on to the lower lash line. I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna do. I kind of have like some sort of an idea, but like I don't fully know. I'm thinking maybe bringing like the purple, like the Sacrifice color and the Ambition color and bringing it down here, and then we can take like a little bit that. And I have an idea. Why did I say I didn't? I don't know. But I'm going to start by going in with that shade Ambition from the Harvest of Souls palette. That shade right there. I'm going to be taking that on my Refer 23 here. And I'm just going to be taking that from right here that way. So I took it about like, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of the way. And then I'm going to switch to my Rephr 03 here. And we're going to go in with that shade right there called Sacrifice. We're going to be taking that and bringing it along the lower lash line here and smoking it along at least halfway to about 2/3. Just bringing it like that. I think that looks super gorgeous. I don't know how well the lighting is going right now. I'm gonna have to figure that out now that it's getting to be winter and bright because of all the snow, so I will figure that out. But yeah, just taking it about that far. God, that's such a vibe. I really do like that. Cleaning that brush off a little bit, I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that Obsession shade still. Taking that and bringing it down just a little bit further here into this area. Just because I think that'll look bomb. And then we're gonna switch to the Frosty palette. I'm gonna go in with that Happy Birthday shade, and I'm still gonna use that same Rephr 03 here. Just taking that and plopping it into right here, just a little bit over, just a little bit shine, just a little bit of something else in this area. Just because I feel like it'll add a little something. Like, that's kind of crazy, and I kind of love it and adore it. Are we feeling putting something in the lower lash line? I can't tell. I'm kind of at the point of just leaving it, but I'm also like, I feel like we could put something in there. You know, like, I feel like we could plop something in there. I have the white one, but I also have like this like dark green. But I'm also kind of feeling like we leave it. But I do have a gold. Maybe we'll put the gold one in there. Would that be a vibe? I feel like that would maybe be a vibe. Okay, this is the Colourpop BFF Cream Gel Liner in Wildcat. I've been using this a lot lately. I really do like it. I think that's a vibe. That kind of just like, yeah, that did something there, and I enjoy it. For lip, I ended up going in with this Unearthly lipstick in Cathedral Rose. This is from their Goggle collection. This is still available in the trio, so I will link that down below. I really like how this lip looks with this. I think this is such a vibe. I think I wanted to go a neutral route with like this NYX like brown one, but I'm like, it needed this. Okay, this is the vibe. It needed a dark lip. I absolutely love how this look turned out. It's so cool. I love the colors. I love how everything works together. I love the little liner details that I added in. I think this just is such a good, cool, fun look. I really do adore it. It's giving vamp. It's giving fairy, bog witch. I'm loving it. It's fitting my vibe as of late. I really do enjoy it. It's super pretty. So here's a little up close reconnoiter, as Jen would say, a look at this look. I think it is super pretty. I think it is super gorgeous. I really do love it. It looks so good. I love it. I love how it turned out. I'm getting really good at these mishmash Mondays when I have weird color stories. I'm really liking it, and I really do enjoy these two palettes right here. These are some of my most favorite of the year, which is kind of funny because if you know anything about me, you know that I love like bright color stories, and this is a very diluted one, but I really do enjoy it. This is probably one of my top ranked palettes so far of the year. I really do enjoy this one, so I'm really happy that I paired these two together today and ended up with such a cool, pretty look. I really do enjoy it. If you guys made it to this point of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate having you guys here, enjoying my content, watching it. You know, it means the world to me that you guys are helping support me on this journey, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you guys so incredibly much. A couple things before you go. Remember to not be a piece of shit. Don't be homophobic. Don't be transphobic. Don't be racist. It's 2024. Do better. We're judging you. We're all judging you. Like, why are you still doing that? Why are you still thinking like that? Do better, okay? And remember to be taking enough food, enough water, enough nutrients. We're getting to that point of the year where it's gonna be winter, it's gonna be nasty, everybody's gonna be spreading germs, so just be making sure that you're taking care of you and doing things for you. Seasonal depression is absolutely no joke, so just be making sure that you're doing things for you and, you know, keeping up and doing things. Just, you know, do things for you, please, 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 please. Again, if you made it to this point of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate having every single one of you here. Like I said, I love doing this. I love playing with makeup. I love having this platform to play with it. So just thank you guys so much for being here. I really do, like I said, appreciate it. Remember to do good, be good, and I can't wait to see your cute face next time.